Cutlass Calais to Nissan 200S XSE. We're $3,239 less and have the GM 660 warranty. When the comparing is done, you'll drive home in an Oldsmobile from your Olds Connection dealer.
Of all the seasons to try and survive without heat or hot water, a Philadelphia winter is the most deadly. If you need help, call LIHEAP, the Pennsylvania Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, at 560-2970. And keep your family warm this winter. That's LIHEAP, 560-2970. Because in this city of all cities, the freedom to survive is a basic human right.
Join Johnny and guest Robert Goulet tonight right after nightcap.
All right, we're hearing Sixers doing okay here.
Doing all right. Timmy McCormick said they just need to work together. He thinks they have the kind of team that can put it together by the end of the year. I don't know how far they go.
And his voice is better than yours, no doubt.
Yes.
And his playing
So is his hook shot. So is Gerald Henderson. We've got a lesson for Steve Bell coming up in this one. It wasn't pretty down at the Spectrum, not at all. Kind of game that you'd expect, though, on a day when most of the Delaware Valley called in snowsick and made it a three-day weekend. At least the Sixers weekend will include another notch in the win column. Gene Shue coaches the Clippers, who gave up L.A. for this weather. And for the Sixers' unstoppable front court these days, Cliff Robinson had another good night, had 23 points tonight. But Charles Barkley personally broke it up. Coast to coast, third quarter, breaks the defense, takes it home. 27 for Charles, scored 10 in a 12-0 run. But wait, here comes a shot of the night. No time left in the third. Henderson picks it off, turns, and there it is, Steve Bell. That's how you hit the hook shot. I mean, Steve, the idea is to put it inside that metal rim. See how it works? Gerald Henderson with a shot of the night, and the Sixers win big tonight. At Detroit, Pat Riley and the Lakers looking for their 13th straight win tonight. This is at Detroit late in the fourth. Michael Cooper, a three-pointer, gets it. 105-100 Lakers. Chuck Daly and the Pistons having a good year, third best record, one last shot. 106-104 Lakers. Joe Dumars of Detroit, no, out of here. That won't go. Lakers win their 13th straight, 106-104. That was the Clippers' 9th straight loss. Washington wins at Boston tonight. How about that? 125-109. Lakers top Detroit. Jersey over the Knickerbockers. Atlanta over Cleveland by 4. And in the fourth quarter, you've got Milwaukee over Utah. The Phils, who have been courting the idea of signing veteran pitcher Joaquin Andujar, lose him to Houston, who signed the free agent right-hander today, along with Dave Smith, Danny Darwin, Larry Anderson, and Mike Scott. The Flyers return to the ice in Montreal tomorrow night. Tonight, the Islanders and Caps with a chance to take away first place. First, we'll take a look at the Saddle Dome. This is underway in Calgary. The Islanders trying to gain the top spot first period. The Flames' Tim Hunter fights past Dennis Johansson and into the net on a change of pacer, and the Flames lead that game right now in the second period, underway 2-1. And the Capitals, though, jump past the Flyers. They club the Rangers. Bobby Gould with a pair, 8-4. Third period, they're tied in Winnipeg with Edmonton. Buffalo beats Hartford, and elsewhere, Los Angeles over Detroit. And third period has Chicago leading Toronto. Time to take a closer look at another stick-swinging incident from the sport of hockey. Some would say the term sport is somewhat misapplied, though, when they see things like this. 2 nights ago in Toronto, Dino Ciccarelli of the North Stars in the green about to scuffle with Luke Richardson of the Maple Leafs. Notice the stick in his hands. Notice how he uses it like an overhead axe. Watch Richardson's head. Believe it or not, it is still attached. Well, today the NHL ruled with surprising uncharacteristic speed and have suspended Ciccarelli for 10 games. And by the way, Toronto police also say they will arrest Ciccarelli the next time he is in Toronto. Now I ask you, which is worse, this Ciccarelli or this Dave Brown on Tomas Sandstrom? Just for the record, Brownie got suspended for 15 games. Dino got 10. Somebody put a clause in the contract so a football player can't play basketball in the offseason. The Eagles lose Chris Carter for the offseason work with a fracture of the 5th metatarsal bone on the outside of the right foot. Broke it in a basketball game. They did a bone graft today, just like the one Keith Byers had a couple of times. Carter now will miss the April minicamp. They hope he is back for training camp. Earlier, you saw, more news from the MASH units. I'm sorry, Frankfurt High's Blair Thomas, now plowing the fields of Penn State, will officially undergo surgery on the injured knee on Monday. Now, Earlier you saw Gerald Henderson's great shot in the Sixers game. Wait till you see this from last night's Camden Cherry Hill West game, and this one meant something. It meant the game. It looks like Cherry Hill's going to lose, but look at that bomb from the outside, and Cherry Hill on the three-pointer goes on top of Camden 71-70 with 2 seconds left. Camden's got to go the length of the floor. It looks real unlikely. And sure enough, when they throw it, it hits the ceiling. So all Cherry Hill has to do now with 2 seconds left is just get it in bounds. Nothing to it. Just throw it in bounds and they win the game. But they throw it away. Okay, so now Camden gets the ball again with 2 seconds still left on the clock because he didn't touch anybody. But wait till you see this perfect length of the floor pass. Denny Brown sees someone wide open. He throws it long for 6'6" sophomore Julius Davis. He'll get the perfect pass, and as the clock turns 00, lays it in, and Camden wins 72-71. And oops, my mistake, Celtics beat Washington 125-109. Correction, thanks to the staff. That's how you make the hook shot.
You know, the layup I might make.
You know he makes hook shots here every night.
Someday, maybe we'll show you. Someday. Still ahead, Linda Gellinella gives us the chilling forecast when Eyewitness News Nightcast continues.
You know, there are a lot of reasons why your car might leak. Is your transmission shot? Maybe, maybe not. Now's the time to take your car to AMCO. They'll give your transmission the most complete diagnostic checkup in the industry, so if it's just a small problem, they'll spot it. Fact is, half the cars serviced by AMCO dealers don't need a new transmission. So chances are that little leak won't end up draining your wallet.
AMCO, AA, MCO.
That's it. Come on.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I promise to help you whenever.
I promise to be the best daddy ever.
We promise to give you all the time that you need.
And to love you forever.
Make a promise to take the time for kids' sake.
Lifestyles of the rich and thrifty. They're leaving their mansions and traveling to Wall Street. They're buying gold. And they're going to Furniture Unlimited in Quakertown on Route 309. During the midwinter sale now in progress, there are fabulous savings on furniture for every room in your home and immediate delivery from the new Furniture Unlimited Distribution Center. The real buys are in Quakertown during the Furniture Unlimited midwinter sale.
Hey, lottery players, get ready for the newest game from the New Jersey Lottery, 5-card Lotto. Win $200,000 cash or more. Watch for our first drawing in January on Channel 3.
It's weather time, and boy, it's been weather time 24 hours a day.
It seems like the snow would never come to an end.
Is it going to?
It is going to. It's definitely going to. And soon.
Promise?
Soon. This is really what we're getting now is the aftermath of the storm, the backlash of it as it moves out into the ocean. And it's giving us some light snow around the region. Sure, the heavier snow was over earlier, but the light snow goes on. It shows you just how powerful that storm is and just how close to us it still remains. We thought it would be further off the coast by now, but it's still sticking around. Some folks are enjoying it as we look out at Fairmount Park and we check our high temperature for today. Made it to 28 degrees. Will be milder both Saturday and Sunday, if we can use the word mild at this time of the year. The low is 18, and right now it is 25 degrees. Checking humidity, it is up there, 91%. Makes it feel chilly out there. The barometer falling in the last hour. Winds are from the northwest at 12 miles an hour, giving us a wind chill factor, making it feel like it's about 4 degrees out there. As we add up the snow, we saw 3 inches officially at the airport, 5 here in Center City. Snow in New Jersey ranged from 10 inches in Lakehurst, 9 in Moorestown, 8 towards Vineland, heavy snow in parts of southern Delaware, and then looking out towards the Poconos, about 5 to 6 inches. But in the last few hours, we've added almost an inch of new snow to those totals because of the light snow that's continued throughout the area, because the storm is right here, just off the coast, and its counterclockwise winds pulling in that moisture off of the ocean, translating into some light flurries around the region. Yes, they are finally going to come to an end, and I think shortly after midnight. You can see on our radar map the bulk of the snow falling in eastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, a pocket of snow in south central New Jersey, so don't be surprised to see the flurries continuing a while longer. But tomorrow morning, you will not wake up to snow falling from the sky. Just what's on the ground. Ridge of high pressure builds in and brings some brightening of the skies for Saturday and again on Sunday. In the overnight hours, that light snow tapering off to flurries right after midnight, and we're looking for a low near 20 degrees. For tomorrow, partial clearing, meaning some morning clouds, breaks of sun by afternoon, a brisk northwesterly breeze at 10 to 15 miles an hour, and temperatures could make it to the freezing point, maybe a degree or two above that. And then we'll see some sunshine on part of the day on Sunday, but then a rapid increase in clouds, high of about 30 degrees, and that introduces our next system in line, and it's going to bring a combination of rain and snow on Monday as temperatures hover just above the freezing point. Clearing skies by Tuesday, fair skies for Wednesday. Look at that, nice and toasty. We could make 40 degrees by then. So we sum it up in our weather summary like this. After a day of having to shovel and watch out for that snow, it looks like the weekend weather's going to be nice. Now it's time to get out there and ski and sled and just enjoy the weekend weather. Enjoy it. Back to you.
Right. Keep up that enthusiasm. Thanks, Linda. Well, today is, as we've said, a very special day for fans of the king of rock and roll. Elvis Presley would have celebrated his 53rd birthday today, and although he's been gone for almost 11 years now, his impact on the music world is still being felt. Arts and Entertainment Editor Judy Barton here with a report. Judy?
It's hard to believe that Elvis would have been 53 years old today. I can still remember the first time I heard an Elvis record. It was Heartbreak Hotel. It was on a jukebox on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey in 1956. Elvis died on August 16th, 1977, yet his impact is still being felt on the music world. Through all the hype and hysteria, Elvis is still the king.
More than 6,000 tourists a day still file past his grave at Graceland in Memphis. The former home of the king has become a kind of national shrine, with an 8 by 40-foot trophy room and a specially built costume room where his elaborate jumpsuits, costing about $5,000 each, are carefully stored. Closer to home, at the Showboat Hotel Casino in Atlantic City, a week-long tribute to Elvis is underway. Elvis memorabilia, members of the Elvis entourage, and former musical colleagues of the king are on hand to pay tribute to him 11 years after his death.
A guitar, a dream, God-given talent, and he's an inspiration. That's why he will never die. That's why this, I predict, right here in this great hotel, if it's continued, would be a very, very successful thing.
At Tower Records on South Street, Elvis is one of only 3 other artists, including the Beatles and David Bowie, whose complete selection of recordings is always kept in stock, and the public is always ready to buy.
He was the originator. I mean, he's the first, and everybody's interested in that. That's what all these other local bands are looking forward to, and they all want to emulate him. There's something mystique. There's a mystique about him.
On what would have been his 53rd birthday, the king may be gone, but his memory lives on.
I will always be an Elvis fan.
Sound is there.
Played a part in all of our lives growing up. Thanks, Judy.
And that's Channel 3's Nightcast. I'm Steve Bell.
I'm Diane Allen. For Lou, Linda, Judy, everybody in the Eyewitness News team, have a good night and a great tomorrow.
Good night.
The Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association proudly presents the 1988 String Band Show of Shows. Come and enjoy the music and magic of your favorite string bands, March 19th through the 27th. Tickets are $7 and $10 and can be purchased at any Ticketron outlet or by calling Teletron at 1-800-233-4050 or contact your favorite string band at 215-342-7780. The 1988 String Band Show of Shows. Don't miss it.
As a teenager, you're faced with a lot of decisions, like having sex. Well, if you're thinking about it, and think about this. Today, sex can